Hey guys, welcome back to Girls Night with Marina
Woo!
and Miranda. Woo! It's a podcast for girls by girls.
We're just girls. This episode, as you can see, we're wearing our crazy hats. Thank you. I feel like our hats really show our style. Like they show who we are.
Yours?
You don't think?
It's funny. Yeah.
Us as hats.
Okay.
No, I feel like we'd probably be different hats if we were. What kind of hat do you think you'd be?
I'm all fedora. You were just bashing them the
I
last
was bashing the fedoras.
Just kidding.
No, I mean, if you could rock a fedora, you could rock a fedora. But like, I question hats.
Like old Disney. I'd have like a tie on with a fedora. Some long sleeve.
It's Walt Disney.
You as Walt Disney. Perhaps a sun hat.
I could see you as a sun hat. I'm definitely like a baseball hat. Like.
Yeah.
It says like something dumb on it. It says like
hat.
Your mom. A bucket hat that says your mom.
Bucket hat.
No, it doesn't say your mom. It says Chili's.
I'm on your fishing hat.
Oh, a fishing. I am a fishing hat. You're right. You're so right. No, you're right. What the heck was our even? What?
English?
Don't know it.
But I'm sorry, is there on air sign on?
Oh. Yeah, but my Chick-fil-A cup is black.
Oh no.
My apologies, everyone. If you haven't noticed, on our set, we actually have this on-air sign to know when we're on air.
That's why the budget's gone.
Yeah, it all went into this on-air sign. So whoever bought that, man, maybe you should budget a little better.
A raise. Thank you for decorating the set.
You're welcome.
I've come to the conclusion that I think I'm Wonka.
Yeah, so we were eating Chick-fil-A and we put on Wonka because neither of us have seen it yet. Mainly because we don't want to ruin Timothée Chalamet. Like, because I do love Timmy T. He's great.
Timmy Tim. Rah, rah, like a dungeon dragon. Rah,
no, he gets me with those videos.
He does.
Statistics.
Oh, that's what got me through statistics. Statistics. I
love Timothée Chalamet. Timothy
Chalamet.
I love him. So I was really scared for this movie.
Delilah.
I know.
She saw it in theater.
Yeah, I didn't ask her opinion on it, but I wanted to. I meant to. I forgot.
I was really spooked that it was going to give us the egg, but...
Well, we haven't gone through the whole thing. Right. We just started it. We're maybe about, 15, 20 minutes in. First thoughts. We were scared, and then we started it, and we said, oh, no.
I'm Wonka.
I'm obsessed.
Oh.
I saw him, and I was like, oh, no, I need him.
No, I had no idea that he was a broke businessman that was just trying to make it.
Well, we were saying that Timothée Chalamet looks like he plays a sad character, and Wonka I see very happy, and so it's kind of weird for me to see him play a happy character.
Sad, depressed.
Sad boy energy. He gives sad boy energy, which isn't a bad thing. That's just who I see him as. So like a Doom character, I understand, but this a little strange for me. But you know what?
It's like Evan Peters. But Evan Peters, he deserves a happy role.
No, he does. He does.
He plays a good,
He plays
good
the
sad role.
Best.
Sad boy.
Oh my god, he could murder me any day.
Sorry, that was loud.
I'm like, you are in my ear right now. Please calm.
It's Evan Peters. Are you kidding me?
I know, I just sent you an Evan Peters edit.
I love those.
Yeah.
Have you seen him in the new Ariana Grande music video?
I did. I actually watched it just because he's in it. I wanted to hear the song too, but it was mainly for Evan Peters, if I'm being honest.
Everything about it. Oh my god.
10 out of 10?
Huh?
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10. 11. Amy was like, he's in it for 10 seconds. I said the most beautiful 10 seconds.
No, I agree. He blesses my eyes every time I see him.
Every time. Mm-hmm. Every time. How does he do it?
Where is he from?
Here?
Can I do a quick Google search?
Yeah.
Because I'm really curious now.
I love Evan Peters. Oh my god, I love Evan Peters. Somebody get him a happy role. Somebody make him a love interest.
Sorry, this episode's supposed to be about the universe and how we are always making these, weird connections with the universe. Why is Ariana Grande's music video on...
We've been over this so many times. I truly, this comes from the core of my heart. I think I'm a witch.
No,
we are witches.
I think you are too.
Every time that we're together...
He's from Missouri.
So,
St. Louis. M.O. Missouri. That's Missouri.
He's in Avengers, and he's like, where are you from? Missouri. What planet are you from? He's like, Missouri. Let me ask you this. What master do you serve? What am I supposed to say? God? Or is it Jesus?
Do you believe in Jesus?
Oh, you're from Earth? No, I'm from Missouri. That's on Earth, dipshit.
I feel like you just said this in the last podcast, too.
Oh, really?
I think you did.
I was saying it when we were at Disneyland.
Oh.
When we were in Avengers Campus.
Maybe that's
I
when
kept
you said
doing
it then.
I kept reciting the whole thing. I'm sorry.
It was just recent. I don't know. It could have been.
Love Avengers. Evan Peters, also in Avengers.
I bet on him
WandaVision.
like a god. Oh my god.
He's
WandaVision
Quicksilver.
Yeah. He's everywhere.
Somebody get me Evan
I
Peters.
love him.
So what if we just call Evan up?
What if we... Do I do it? me literally being like, I'm not going to be creepy anymore. Do I call Evan Peters? Do I call Evan Peters right now?
These men are making us crazy.
If I have his number.
You do?
No,
you
but
don't.
if I...
You're like, if I did.
If I did, though, would that be weird? Maybe I have it deep down somewhere. I don't know what I got in there.
Maybe I have it deep down somewhere in my head.
I can guess it.
Somewhere.
We're witches.
There's only a few numbers that it could be.
That's why.
Just need to figure out the area code. We're in.
I'm like, I can get this information.
We're in.
No.
Oh, we're crazy. We'll find you. Just kidding. Just kidding.
We will. Like, if it comes down to it.
No, Evan, I'm normal.
So sorry.
Evan, I'm a normal girl.
I'm just a girl.
Just a girl. And I'm normal. Like, we would work.
No, we would.
I'd make you so happy.
I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know about her, but...
You're the craziest.
Don't out me on the podcast. I know I'm crazy. They don't need to know that, too.
Okay. Do you believe in Jesus?
Evan Peters is my Jesus.
Oh, Lord, save me. My drug
is my baby. I've been using for the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life.
Oh. Okay, anyways, yeah, I do believe in Jesus. You're one of the only people who I know is Catholic. Like, we're the only Catholic baddies out here, alright?
Going strong. Catholics unite.
We've talked about this a little before, obviously not on the podcast, but if in the future I had a child, you would, by default, you would be the godmother.
Also, by default, be my godmother.
Because, like, my sister is so much younger than me. I don't know if she could handle that of my first child. You know?
Maybe if we start a little gang of Catholics.
Yeah, maybe we'll meet some Catholic homies.
Dude.
Yeah.
Please.
We're actually god sisters.
Oh,
Fun
yeah.
fact, we're actually god sisters. You chose my mom for your confirmation, and I chose your parents for my confirmation. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Because, like, it wasn't just like, oh, like, I have to choose someone. It's you. Like, no, like, we're choosing them as, like, our godparents. Mm-hmm. Like, in the Catholic religion, that's basically who we go to if our parents die. Like, those are our new parents.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm here every weekend. It's going pretty swell.
Well, growing up, I was always at your house.
That's true.
I was always there.
We've always been super close.
Yeah.
We would go to Easter Mass together.
Insert
our Easter pictures here of us holding our little candles because she sent it to me the other day.
Oh my god,
our
Easter visual. That
funny.
is a 3-hour
at midnight.
mass.
Is it not at midnight? It's like 10 to...
That really, like, tests how close you are.
Well, my sister, remember she pulled her tooth out in the middle of Mass. She got bored. She yanked her tooth out in the middle of church.
We did have to go to the car and help her
wash out her mouth. But we did return. We returned to Mass immediately after.
It's fine.
It was crazy.
But yeah, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus.
So, let me ask you this. Do you fully believe in, like, Catholicism, Jesus, and his being?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I could say that wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Because I think we've talked about it before.
We have, but I'd like to re-express it on
Of
the
course, when you're
podcast.
growing up, you're kind of like thinking like, oh, is it really? Is there really something there? Is there really something like a higher power going on?
Quite on set,
Quite upset. But like now that like I'm older, I understand more of like the story of him and the not even just the story, but like following him and what your duty as a Catholic is. I think I understand that a little more. And of course, I'm not the best at it. Don't get me wrong.
No, I don't. I think that's
one.
a huge thing in Catholicism. It's like you have to go to church, you have to obey these rules in any religion, I guess. And I personally, I don't think you need to do all that in order to be a good Catholic.
Yeah, of course I think like it's good to exercise
of course. Your faith.
Yeah, but I'm not the number one Catholic. Don't get me wrong. Like I mess up too, but like I try to think of it's a new time, and God understands. I think God would understand more now because we're stuck in like thinking that He's back in like Israel, like He's in His old ways of just like these solid rules. But you grow, and I really think like Jesus and God, like when people are like, oh, they don't like gays or this and this, like God. I think God. I think God. Everything changes, and my God doesn't do that. My God doesn't X people out of love and acceptance.
No,
and that's I think where people start to mix up like religion and hate.
Yeah,
because that's not what it is. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little different with religion because I do believe in God, but I don't think it's like a person. I don't think it's like, you know, I believe in the universe. I think everything happens for a reason. I think it all started with something, and that something is controlling us. It's keeping us put together. It's keeping us safe, and it does have this overall power on us. And I do think you could speak to the universe, and I think by saying God, we're giving the universe a name. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
So I think it's like just the name to put on, but I think everyone has their own relationship with God.
Yeah.
And I don't think you have to like go to church to express it. Like personally, I pray every night. I don't seem religious in any sense. Like if you look at me, there's no way do I seem religious. But like I pray before my meals. I pray before sleep. I go to mass nearly every Sunday. I haven't recently, but like I do. But I don't think you have to. I think as long as you maintain your own relationship with God, there is no problem. Because how are you gonna tell me what God thinks if we're speaking directly? What do you mean He doesn't like me? I was talking to him last night. Like
me and him,
we're homies.
Like this.
We are. No, because like genuinely, I know this sounds dumb, but like sometimes I'll rant to my dog. Sometimes I'll rant to God. I'm like, dude, this is going on, and I'm really struggling. Like, help me out. Like, throw me a freaking bone because I need something. I know.
That's also a tough part is like only going to Him for like I need help. Like, can you send me something? I know like that's a big struggle too in like Catholic religion.
Yeah,
because people only go to Him like when they need something. But even praying for Him, like thank you for bringing this to me, for showing me this, like that also helps build your relationship, I think, with Him too.
No, I agree, and I feel like that's something that I've not been working on, but noticed that I've been doing a lot more is like if I receive something, I'm like, thank you, and I appreciate it, and I kind of express how appreciative I am for it. Like, we just did something, and I was like, I need to thank God. I think it was just last night. What did I? Oh, I know what it was. Yesterday. Yesterday something happened, and I literally I was like, I need to talk to God about this. I need Him to know that I really appreciate it and that His work doesn't go unnoticed. You know, and not only do I talk to Him like thank yous and like I need something, but also just on the daily.
Yeah, and I love talking to Him because I feel like sometimes it's hard because you don't feel like he's listening, or like you don't feel like things are getting better. But when he shows like signs, things fall, like the universe gives you, or like you see signs, like that's the best feeling.
Have you ever asked for a sign, like specific, like something specific that would never happen and it happened?
No, I haven't.
Really, I've had multiple occasions because I've had a really tough time with religion, especially growing up, and later in my teen years, I questioned so much, and so I was like, you know what, like I need a sign. This isn't gonna work. I need to understand. And then it happened, and I was like, no, that's not good enough. Like I need another one. So I repeatedly asked for signs, and every single time it happened. And it would be things that no one would know. I wouldn't tell anyone. Like, it was just me and God talking. And it would happen. And I was like, man, I can't even doubt homie anymore. Like,
Actually, recently I have asked for, like, things, and then he'll, like, give it to you. I have felt that recently, though.
Recently, yeah.
I didn't know how to, like, pray properly when I was growing up. There's not a specific way to pray.
I don't think there is a correct way to pray. But I know there's, like, prayers.
Yeah.
But I also don't think these prayers... Well, that's the
difference between Catholic and Christian, was that we have...
Christians don't have prayers?
They don't have prayers. And they don't pray to Mary.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Those are the differences.
I was talking to someone about, like, Catholicism versus Christianity.
Yeah.
And how in Catholicism we pray to Mama Mary. Like, that's the Virgin Mary. She gave us Jesus.
Yeah.
And I think that comes from our Mexican heritage background, because we're so, like, based on respect. And it's always, like, to the mother we respect. And I think that's why Catholicism is more focused on that than Christianity.
Yeah. And we follow the same things.
Like,
we use the same Bible. We use the same, like, we believe in the same things. It's just that we have a structure that we're supposed to follow.
Yeah.
But again, I think
it's, like, a little culty, I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
It is.
All churches are, but, like, that's religion, that's faith, that's how it goes.
But that's what I mean when I say, like, I think if God or Jesus was, like, here now, like, living the lives that we live, which he sees.
Yeah.
I think he understands a little bit.
I think if something was truly wrong, he'd end it. He'd be like, you know what? Get out.
Well, that's why when COVID, when, like, all the rain, and he wipes a lot of people. But, like, that's what happened in the Bible.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's, I don't know, it just shows... I remember watching that and being like, wow, like, wow, that's intense. This is really crazy. Like, we're in the mix. That's crazy. But I don't know. Growing up, also I had like a weird gap because you had got your first communion when you were young. Yeah,
I was really young, actually.
You were young, and I remember I didn't get my first communion until I was, I think, 13. That's when I stopped, because I remember I like started when I was little, and then I like left for a little while because just life.
Yeah, life happens.
Life gets busy. I was like doing sports and stuff, and like, you know. So when I got it, I remember being like, wow, like I accomplished something that like now I'm dedicated to like this and doing this, and like getting your confirmation and your.
Can I ask you? Did you have a choice in getting your confirmation, or was it pushed upon you?
Confirmation. Well, I wanted to have a quinceañera. And a quinceañera, if you want to have church, you have to be confirmed.
Yeah.
So I knew that I had to get confirmed, but it was never like, oh,
I have to do this in order for this.
Because also, everything that we do, it leads up to getting married and being with somebody. So if I want to get married in a church, I had to also get my confirmation. Like, one way or another, you were going to do your confirmation. Yeah, so it was that's understandable. No. And you know what sucks, though, is, like, it has to be another Catholic. Yeah. That's the only thing that I'm, like...
And not only could it, like, be another Catholic, they have to also go through all of the steps, which is crazy to me, and I don't think I'd ever get married through the church because of that, honestly. Yeah. But... It's crazy
in a perfect world.
In a perfect world,
if my husband's also Catholic and like we've done it together, then totally I'll get married in a church.
Just the odds of that happening, like.
But I also, like, I'm not pushing it on anybody. Like,
no, I believe anyone could believe whatever they want.
I don't care. You're Christian, Catholic, Jewish,
whatever.
anything. Like, oh my God, I love it. Are you kidding me?
I truly, this is just my opinion. Of course, all this is our own opinion. You can have your own. I think all religions are the same story. They're the same exact thing, and we're just finding a different way to explain it. And whether it's the Quran or the Bible, like, whatever it is, it's the same story just told in a different way. And whatever God you're praying to, that's the universe in my head. Yeah. But that's just what I think.
But I also love it, like, just believing in, like, something higher and giving. My mom always we've always
it gives you hope.
Yeah, like, even if like it isn't real or it's just a story, like it gives you some sense of security and hope that there is something after this life and that there's something greater above us.
Yeah,
because we're just silly little humans.
Yeah,
we're just silly little people living on this silly little rock, and like it gives you such hope that like it does get better.
Yeah,
and to look at something, even if things are so hard and you're so down on yourself and things are crap in your life, but like there's always something better to look forward to. And I think that is what religion is, no matter what you believe in or who you pray to or who you talk to. Like, it just gives you something. Even if you're atheist, like, you still, I think just feeling like there's something greater it just feels good.
Yeah.
And I think that's what religion is.
No, I agree. So you were saying, like, I actually don't remember what you're saying, but you mentioned another planet, and my mind kind of spiraled on its own, and I was going to ask if you believe that there is life on another planet.
Oh,
that's the first question.
Little rock.
Yeah, because you said we're on a little rock. 1, if you believe that there's life on another planet, and 2, if you believe that life also believes in a God.
Oh, for sure. There's other, even if it's not like humans, something out there.
Yeah,
I really genuinely think that there's something out there because it's so big.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like the ocean. We haven't discovered anything.
Did you hear, like, do you know about the ocean floor actually being like
below
the regular floor and like we're flipped?
What?
Yeah, have you heard about that? Okay, well, basically some people believe that like the ocean floor, like, we're basically reverse. That we're like under.
We're on the bottom.
That we're on the bottom. Yeah, a little bit. But like other not humans, but like things live there.
Yeah.
I don't really believe that, but like that would be cool.
Yeah.
I do believe in like, I don't want to say aliens, but aliens, like other living things on other planets. I truly believe that we're not the only ones here.
Oh, me too.
But the second part of my question, do you believe that they believe in a God?
I don't know. I never thought that far into it. Okay. Do you?
I think everyone has to believe in something. So I'd say yes. Whether it's they come up with a different religion that we have no idea about, right?
Yeah.
Because you could even think about like cults. They just want something to believe in.
Yeah.
You know? Whether it's true or not, they will die going to extremes for what they believe in. And like, I don't know. I'm not in a cult. I don't plan to be in a cult, but like, do your thing. If you believe it, sure, go crazy.
Because like the United States was built off of Christianity.
Yeah.
So like they probably have like something that's built off of their own religion. Oh, that too. Religion is so beautiful because we practice it over here, Catholicism. In Italy, Catholicism.
Oh my gosh.
Paris.
No,
Catholicism.
When I went to Germany, that was a beautiful experience for me. And
Ireland, Catholicism.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so beautiful that like we're all connected in some kind of a way.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah. Did you go to churches out there?
I made my parents stop at every single church we passed.
And they're beautiful, aren't they? There's so much detail.
That's my wallpaper, actually, is a church, my favorite church in Germany.
There's just so much, like, detail and, like, parts of the story that, like, maybe you didn't pay attention to before.
Yeah. I also think it's beautiful because, like you said, like, it's all over the world. Because when it comes down to it, like, if we sat in a mass there, in a Catholic mass, you give peace to everyone there.
And it's the
you
same.
Say, peace be with you.
And with your spirit. And it's the same. It's the same, which is so beautiful because I go to mass in English. I've been to masses in Spanish, and they're the same. They're the same, and it's so nice.
I feel like there's this feeling, I don't know, let me know if you feel it too, but when you go to mass, there's this feeling of love.
Yeah.
And this feeling of everyone around you.
I think we're going to take a break.
I think we got to take a break. We're actually going to take a quick break. Ugh. What kind of monster?
We're all talking about religion. We're all babies.
Oh, speaking of babies, you are going to be a godmother.
Oh, yeah. What a segue.
I know.
You know how to podcast.
Thank you. Like, I've been practicing.
Yes, I'm going to be a godmother. What a blessing. Just kidding.
Give me the deets.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's my little nephew, which I don't want to be that person, but like about time.
No, understood.
About time. It's my new nephew.
My new nephew.
He was born in July. So he's fairly
the
new.
newest member of the family.
Newest mem. He is the cutest baby ever.
He's a little chunky monkey. I love him.
He's literally so cute. He's literally so cute. He's literally so cute.
Yeah.
He has the chubbiest cheeks, the biggest eyes with the longest eyelashes. He's the happiest baby, and I'm so happy to be his godmother. It's like,
it's so cute.
It's so weird because we have to go through like all the motions with like the church and stuff, and like go to like the class and like figure, like we just had to learn about baptism, like what it is and why it's important to like baptize your babies, because it's like you could get it done when you're older, but like how important it is like when you're young.
I'm sorry, I'm genuinely curious. Like, what did they tell you about it? Like, why is it we do it when they're young?
Well, they just say like if you, first of all, if you don't get baptized, you're not in
the kingdom of God. That's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so people are like, it's better to get your kids baptized because then you start them off already, and they already are a part of the kingdom, and teaching them to like you instantly start like, hey, this is what you do, this is how you pray, this is how you do this, and then practicing it with them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get
That's why it's more important. Because you're starting them off. Instead of, like, them finding their way, you're kind of like, hey, this is what I do, at least.
Yeah. I know someone who has kind of found their way into religion and has never been baptized. And Izzy really wants to be baptized. And I think that's amazing. I told her, I sat with her and I talked to her and I told her, listen, if you don't want to be Catholic, you don't have to. No one in our family is going to force you to be Catholic. If you find a religion that you really like, go for it. And she was like, no, like, I am Catholic. And I was like, that's great. Welcome. like, let's get you baptized, homegirl.
Yeah, my mom, she didn't grow up Catholic. She grew up Christian, and then my dad's always been Catholic, and he's done, like, the whole thing when he was young.
Yeah.
So then he wanted us to do it, and my mom, she was like, you know what, it's actually, like, really nice, like, having a specific way how to pray, and, like, it's just... It's different than Catholic, but than Christian, but it's the same. And my mom was like,
well, Catholicism is part of Christianity in the broader spectrum.
But my mom was like, it just feels different. She's like, I'm gonna do it with you guys. Like, so my mom did like the adult classes, and she was already baptized. She baptized Christian, so she was able to get her communion and confirmation at the same time when she was older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's like adult classes.
I know you're not looking to have kids, but if you were to have kids, would you raise them Catholic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like no ands, ifs, or buts, like they're Catholic, or is there like input on that?
It would make me feel better if they were already baptized as a baby, and then they can figure it out. You know?
No, I agree.
It's kind of like I wasn't forced. I was kind of like led. You know?
Yeah, you're holding someone's hand, and if you want to branch out.
But it was never like a big deal of like if I didn't want to or if I like felt something, like it just never was like a big fight or anything. It was kind of just like, oh, Like, okay, and it feels a sense of community too. Like, oh, being a part of this is super cool. And then you see, like, older people.
Okay, so growing up, you've always felt, like, I guess, welcome. Like, you've always wanted to be Catholic.
But it was never forced. Like, I was never, like,
I feel a little different.
You think you're forced?
I feel like growing up, I was really forced to be Catholic.
Really?
Yeah. I do. And not in, like, you don't have, like, another way. It was just, like, also, this is what we're doing.
Your family also goes to church a lot.
Yeah.
And your family also, like, goes, Sundays frequently. Yeah. If not every Sunday, it's frequently. My family.
Not only that, we do, like, reconciliation. Like, I have to go to.
Yeah. My mom and dad, we were Catholic, but, like, it was never.
You're like, Catholic.
It's like, we're Catholic. Yeah. Like, when people ask, like, oh, like, what are you, or whatever, it's like, oh, I'm Catholic.
That's another thing. You don't have a cross on your wall. Every room in my house has a cross.
What do you mean? We have a, this home is blessed. We have this home is blessed sign right on the front.
No, like, everything we bring into the house will be blessed. Like, if we buy a car, my grandma's out there throwing holy water. We got to take the keys to the priest so he could bless it. You know, like, everything has to be blessed. Every room in our house has either a cross or a picture of the Virgin Mary. Also, what do you call her?
The Virgin Mary.
I say La Virgen, but that's just because, like, when I say it at home, that most of the time I'm speaking Spanish. So that's how. Another thing, I was talking to my grandma about that. Anyways, but yeah, so, like, in my room, there's a cross everywhere. Even when I went to college, that was, like, a big thing for me. Like, I had to have a cross on my wall.
Really?
And I kind of didn't know what to tell my roommate about it. My roommate Grace was obviously awesome. But I felt kind of weird putting it on my wall because this was my space. This was like, I'm deciding what I'm putting up. And for the first time, it was like, I'm choosing to put this cross on the wall right next to my bed. You know, so it kind of felt really good for me.
No, it does feel different. I have, I know you're like, I don't seem Catholic, like, you don't seem that, I don't seem Catholic, like, I don't really have anything, like, that really shows that I'm Catholic, but I have my rosary, I have my little stuff in my drawer. Yeah. So I have it next to me, but I don't have it, like, just like out. On you. Because I also want to take care of that stuff, and I'm not a careful person. Like,
No, that's understandable.
It'll break,
I get
fall.
That.
But I have Jesus around my necklace.
Yeah.
But, like, that's just, like, the only thing that I have that, like, but it feels good to have it on me.
Yeah, I'm not wearing it right now, but for the longest time, I had, like, the rosary bracelet kind of thing, and I'd wear that.
I have those, too. I have all the bracelets with, like, Mary on them. I have my little things.
I had a necklace at one point, but I feel like jewelry's just jewelry to me, and it doesn't really feel, like, religious.
Well, if it's blessed, it's...
Yeah, but another thing is, like, I don't think you have one, but a scapular.
What's that?
It's the one that has, like, the one in the front and the one in the back. It's a really long necklace with, like, the two
We probably
parts.
have one.
You have one. It's in the house, but, like, you're meant to wear it 24/7, and it's to, like, remind you. You wear it under your clothes, and it's to remind you of God.
Wear, a rosary. You're not supposed to wear rosaries around your neck.
No, you're not supposed to wear rosaries.
So when
you hold
people
them.
Wear them around.
It's kind of, yeah. No, in my brain, I'm like, why are you doing that? Yeah. But, like, I get it. Like, I'll wear a rosary, too. Like, I don't really care. But that's just me, you know?
I've dropped a rosary.
Is that really bad?
I don't know.
Is it like a flag? Like, you have to burn it?
It feels wrong.
No, it definitely feels wrong.
I'm telling you, when it fell, I was like...
Yeah. No, but, like I'm going on a flight soon. Like, I'm gonna take my rosary. Hello. Like...
Yeah.
But that's just me, you know?
You know when I got I don't know if it was my confirmation or my first communion, they gave us a rosary from Bethlehem.
What?
Our father had, like, gone to Bethlehem, and he came back with, like, little crosses.
That's so sweet. You lost it? Okay, I'm not gonna ask. The only... I kind of have my rosaries, like, around my house or, like, in a purse or, like, somewhere I always have a rosary. But the only rosary I have, like, put away is the rosary that your parents got me for my quince.
I got one for my quince, too, and I have it put away, too.
Is yours pink?
Yeah.
Mine's blue because those were, like, our color. Yeah. But it's a beautiful rosary, and it's the only one that I have, like put away. Because I don't want to, like, mess that one up.
And that's so exciting, because because now that I'm... Oh, hit the wire. Because now that I'm a godmother, I, like, get to do all that for this, like, baby. It's super
exciting. So, what do you feel, like, not thinking about the church, but what do you feel you have to do for your new godson? Like, what is your duty as a godmother?
It's to like help them practice and show them like that not only your parents are doing it, but like there's other people in your life that you look up to that are also helping you with your journey with God. And if they have questions, or like if they have questions, or like anything that they want to talk about the religion or in life in general, like they can always come to the godparents. And
your ring is so pretty. Sorry, I'm just now seeing it.
Thank you. Which one?
The stack, like that's really cute.
Thank
I'm
you.
like, show the camera.
Oh.
You're like actually engaged.
But yeah, they were just there for like questions and like if they need anything for the religion, and as they're going through like these commandments and these what are they called?
Sacraments.
Sacraments.
7 sacraments. Do you know the 7?
No, not sacraments.
Yes.
Is it commandments? The baptism?
No, that's
that's
sacrament.
the 10 commandments.
10 commandments, 7 sacraments. Baptism, communion, confirmation, or reconciliation. Confirmation. I don't know, one of the switch. And then marriage, the death, the one when you're dying, they have to like bless you before, and we're missing one. But it's the 7 sacraments.
Oh, yeah. Well, when they're going through that.
Sorry, I know my ish.
I never said
I know my religion.
I never said I was good. But that's like we're supposed to be there with them along the way, and that's so much. It doesn't make a difference that like your mom wasn't there when I was like baptized and all that stuff, but it will feel good to be there through the whole thing with him. Like, it'll feel different.
Yeah, I get that.
Being there through the whole thing. Because, like, that's my nephew. Like, I'm going to be there. Because my godparents, my, like, baptism godparents are my dad's friend and my dad's brother's wife. Because at the time, like, they were all close. But, like, now, don't know the guy. Haven't spoken to him in, like, years. So, it's, like, different when, like, they leave, too. That's different. Because I know that you have godparents that have been there through the whole thing with you.
Yeah, all of my godparents are related to me. But I was going to ask for your communion. Who's your godparents from your communion?
Darlene.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I do know that.
But for those, like for my communion, I only picked Darlene.
Okay, that makes sense.
For my confirmation, I only picked your mom.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have anybody else to look up to.
Yeah, I get that.
So there's like my baptism godparents, like I don't talk to them. They never really have shown up for me either. Like it's so different.
I'm not gonna call them out or anything, but
nobody was there at my quinceañera. Just kidding. Kind of.
I was there. That's all that matters.
But it's like you're supposed to be there through the whole thing. So like when you're not, like it just. And especially for the kid, like, it's like, what did I... Like, you're supposed to be there. Like, my dad's friend was supposed to be there for all of it, and he wasn't. And I get it. Like, he has his own kids or whatever. But as, like, we got older and, like, we're like, hey, do you want to come to my quinceañera? Do you want to be there for the church? Like, we're always... Like, you're always welcome to come back. I'm, like, we're never going to hold grudges.
What I like about godparents, it's the family that you are choosing, you know? Because... Like, you're my god sister. And I chose for your parents to be my godparents and for you to be my god sister and for your brother to be my god brother. And for us to have that connection, not only through blood, but just through life and religion. And
they're supposed to be there through your whole life. And, like, they're not there. So it's like when people ask, like, oh, who are your godparents? I'm like, oh, my... cousin's mom or like the twins' mom, like they're my godparents.
Also your cousins.
They're my cousins.
Your cousins' moms.
My cousins' moms. But like they're my godparents. Not I wouldn't consider.
You wouldn't consider them to be your godparents. Yeah. Okay.
Just because they haven't been in my life, like they don't know me. I don't know them. Yeah. Like.
No, that's true. Yeah. I mean, you were at my quinceañera, you know, but I did the father-daughter dance with all of my ninos. So it passed me down. It went from my. How did I do it? I think I went from my dad to my grandpa, which it was really huge for me to have my grandpa there. Like, I wanted him to be there, though he's not my godparent. He has been a father figure my entire, like, my grandpa's my dad. I love him so much. So it was important for me to go there, and he did my shoe changing Oh, I cried so much asking him. But that was like huge for me. He told me, he was like, Mija, like, you should have your dad do it. And I was like, no, like you have walked with me every step of the way. Like, I need you there. Not the point. Anyways, so I went from my dad to my grandpa, and then my grandpa handed me off to my Nino, my first Nino for my baptism, which is my King Kong. That's what I call my uncle. So it's my mom's brother. And then from there, he handed me to, well, he's now my Nino, but through marriage. So he wasn't like there for it, because it's my Nina Chrissy, who's my godmother. But I consider him my godfather as well. Like, he's my Nino. And then from there, he handed me to your dad. And that was a really big deal for me to have all of those men there, and to be like passed throughout, to know all of these people are there for me. All of them love me, and they're choosing to be there. It's not a requirement. They are choosing to be there.
I'm not gonna lie, it hurt my feelings when they didn't come.
I'm sorry.
No, like, it's not that deep. But like, it is choosing. It is choosing to be there. So like, to not be there, it's like, it's rude. It's rude, and it's like, okay, well, how do you think I feel, like, being the godchild and then you not showing up to be there as a godparent? So it's just, it does feel like it probably felt so good to like have everybody there. And it does, like, you're supposed to feel connected with them, and I don't feel connected with them at all. Like, I don't know them, they don't know me, we don't really converse, so like, I wouldn't consider them my godparents.
Okay.
Even though they technically are.
Yeah. I'd like to further this conversation and ask you, do you believe in life after death, like heaven? Do you believe in heaven? Okay.
I think even if I didn't, like, it would make me sad.
Okay.
Like, to not think that there is something better.
So,
or some place where we all meet again.
Yeah. I guess what is your perception of heaven? Like, do you think it's this place with these pearly gates and we're walking up this grand stairway?
I would hope so. I would hope so.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That'd be fun.
Nice. Bouncing on some clouds, like, some glitter. Like, that sounds great. That sounds great. But, like, if it isn't, and if it's just, like, an AA room that we're all just meeting in.
That's so funny, that
we're all just meeting in after.
It could be. None of us know.
Like, that's fun too. That's fun too. I don't care where I am, as long as I'm with the people that I love or the people that I've lost. Like, that's
all that matters.
Yeah,
I get that.
It doesn't have to be this big grand gesture. Just somewhere where I can meet the people that I love again.
Okay. From my point of view, like I said, I don't believe God is a person. I think it's the universe. And I don't think heaven is a place. I think it's here. And maybe we do walk in through these gates. Maybe it's fun when we first come. But I believe in, like, a lot of spiritual stuff. You know, like, I love a paranormal. I love my history and stuff. But I think this is heaven. And when we say we're meeting with all of our family and friends are here. I think my doggy's sitting right here next to me. Like,
we're not supposed to think that, because we're supposed to be buried. And that's supposed to be, like, a whole thing. It's like, when we're buried, we go, God.
I don't think you have to be buried. I think...
You don't?
I think you die. You're done. I think it's nice. You cross that path.
I think it's nice to be married, because I don't really want anybody holding on to me in their house.
Okay. No, I like cremation. I think it's
I agree with cremation, but I would rather be buried.
And I have such a scientific viewpoint on it too, because, like,
perhaps a record. I'm sorry.
Oh, a record. I could see you as a record. I would want to be, like, put back into the earth.
I'd love to be put back into the earth. You're made into a little diamond.
No, I'm thinking like a tree or something. But there's so many, like, natural ways to decompose and pass. But
I want to be a record, and I want to be a record, and I want my song to be "Livin' La Vida Loca." That I've decided.
Vida Loca. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll make sure that happens.
Thank you. And then bury me.
And then bury the record.
So then whoever digs me up, it's like...
It's like the neighbor's dog.
This ancient artifact. It's me.
They play it. Oh my god, that would be so funny.
I wonder what it says.
Living La Vida Loca. That would honestly be hilarious. Yeah. I do like that. What do you want your funeral to be like? Not to get into like a set. I feel okay. I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of people in both of our lives who are passing really recently. I feel like there's a lot of deaths surrounding us in our lives. What?
This is where the mean in me comes from, because when I get older, and if you're not in my life, then 5-10 years before I die, don't come to my funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Don't come. That's where I get mad at funerals. It's like, you were never there. I understand if you know people and they like come with you as like to show that they feel sorry or like
sharing their condolences.
Yeah, I understand, because like I've been to funerals where I didn't know the person, but I know people who have known that person.
You're showing your support. You're showing, yeah.
That's different.
Okay.
If I haven't spoken to you in 10 years, by the time that I die, get out of there. And that is what I have planned for my parents. If you have not talked to my parents in 10 years, 5. If you're not even there within 3, you're not gonna come.
There's like no reason for you to be there.
And I don't want you there either.
No, that's understandable. Why would I want you there? I haven't talked to you in forever.
That is what I want my funeral to be. It's just the people that truly are there and care and love me.
Okay, yeah. No, I think that's fair.
That's the only place I draw the line.
Personally, I want my funeral to be a party. I want a whole carnival.
Oh, sounds like a lot of money.
No, like why are we sad? I lived a good life. Like, honestly, if I die tomorrow, I lived a good life.
You're wild. You know what? I want everybody. I don't want there to be a dry eye in that room.
Yeah, man. Like, if you cry, all right, cool, whatever. But you know what? You're serving my favorite hot dogs over there. Like, we got Costco dogs. We got some fish. We got some salmon on the grill. Like, man, just having a good time. Just, crack open a beer. No, I, like, talk about me then. Be like, you know what? Put a little fire pit, perhaps, and everyone just, like, pour one out. A little fire. Just.
I want everybody in tears.
No.
I want photos of me in the clouds.
No, I want there to be like one of those things where you like put your head in and it's like me like see you in heaven, and they're like in their little like face hole. Ew. Like, I think that would be so funny. Like, just having a good time, because we should be celebrating the life that we lived.
No, I agree. Celebrate what I accomplished and what I've grown. Your new card is on its way. I was robbed.
No, she was. Check out. No, it'll be the next episode.
It's on the way.
It'll be the next episode.
Okay, the next episode.
You'll find out what happened with Miranda's card. Anyways, there's a 21 Pilots lyric that I love. It's from Neon Gravestones, from their Trench album. And it is, pay the respects to the life that they pay the respects to the life that they paved, to life they were dedicated. Now that should be celebrated. To life they were dedicated. Now that should be celebrated. Take that in.
We have two completely different.
Pay some respect for the path that they've paved.
If I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake?
Oh,
that's my song.
All right. Well, we're a little different there.
Real different.
There's also from Trench as well. It's called Legend, and all right, I'm gonna share my story, but I'm gonna talk about 21 Pilots as I do. It's about Tyler Joseph's grandfather passing, and the lyrics are, "You're a legend in my own eyes. You're one of the classic ones," and it's such a beautiful song, and it's one of the lyrics is, "I wish she knew you," talking about his daughter, wishing his daughter got to know his grandfather the way he. I'm gonna cry. No. But it is such a beautiful song, and I would love for that song to be played at my funeral. Genuinely. I know that sounds stupid, it's one about that song, but no, I want that song at my funeral.
I'll write it down.
Thank you.
I'll make it happen.
Thank you.
Whichever one of us dies first. Which one do you think is gonna die first?
Well, I'd like to say you because you're older, but I don't know if that's true.
If it's old age, me. You're white, you're gonna live forever.
Everyone in my family does stay alive pretty long.
Either that or I'm Mexican. I'm gonna be one of those little old ladies just hanging on.
Yeah.
So it's honestly up in the air.
Look at my abuelita.
Honestly,
she's hanging on.
Up in the air.
Whoa.
Could be either.
It could
We're together.
be either.
Us in the hospital together.
Just a little bit. We're like, I can use a sponge bath from that cute new nurse over there.
Oh, Marina, he looks like Evan Peters. Call him over here. Call him over here.
I'm all, come, pull out my IV. Pull out my IV. Get him over here. Click the button.
Give him my purse. I have some butterscotch in there.
I'm all tipping the nurse. I'm like, listen, we need our hair dyed right now.
Auburn.
So our grandma used to dye her hair auburn, and that was like a huge deal for her. And I still
only auburn till the day she
died.
I
still have a bottle of her auburn hair dye under my sink.
She made us go to Target and look for that auburn hair dye, and it had to be auburn, and it had to be this specific brand.
Can we make a pact that if we're old?
Oh, I'm planning on it. No, when I get old, my hair's gonna be red.
Okay.
It's a rite of passage in my family.
No, it is. It is. I do have to agree with you.
And when I get older, when I start going gray, I'm gonna go red.
I want to go gray for a while. I feel like I'd look really cool gray.
I would look.
I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna look like, but like, I feel like I could rock it.
I look like my aunt.
I want purple hair.
Have you seen my aunt?
I've seen pictures of your aunt. Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
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 Have you seen her hair?
Not recently.
I don't want to be that person, but like, I'm gonna look like her.
You guys like kind of look a lot alike.
A lot alike.
Like a lot alike.
So
I don't want to call you out, but you actually, that's you in the future.
If she's listening, if there's any chance, my gray hair is gonna look like hers.
Understood.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my Nana, I just dyed her hair for her birthday, and she was like, should I let my gray hair grow out? And I was like, Nana, no. We're dyeing your hair. We're putting highlights in right now. What are you talking about?
That's literally my mom. She's like, should I go brown? I'm like, no.
Why would you do that? My mom too. Like, can you imagine Lauren as an old gray hair lady? I just see her with her crazy zebra hair.
Like, maybe I should go blonde and then go into gray.
Our family needs to
Kimberly,
cool it.
you are a redhead.
Even my abuelita, like, we dye her hair all the time. Like, you just saw her.
They have their specific colors.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm gonna down the hill. I'm gonna be red.
No, I love it. I'm
gonna be red. You're gonna be gray. I'm gonna have Alzheimer's. I'm gonna have dementia.
You are. It runs in your side. I'm gonna be pretty good for a while. I'm gonna be pretty good. But you know what? I am ready to be a cranky old lady. I'm gonna play that to the max. I'm old. What do you mean I can't have that? I'm old.
Oh, me too. Me too.
You're telling me no? I'm old. I'm gonna die.
Grandma used to smack those people around in that home.
That's gonna be us. We're gonna run that place. Let's run this old people's home.
We party. We have one of those lights. It's us in the room like this.
Oh, that would be
We're wheeling down the hallway.
We're racing. Oh, I can't wait to grow old with you. That's gonna be so fun.
We're gonna be in the homes together.
We're still doing our podcast, Girls Night from the.
We want Chick-fil-A. Bring us the Cheesecake Factory.
I don't care if it's Sunday.
I want a Blizzard.
I saw the cutest guy at Dairy Queen the other day. Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna see him again. I just know it. That's okay. I can't wait to grow old with you.
I know.
Hopefully, we'll still be doing our podcast. We'll be. Hopefully you guys could watch us grow old together. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Girls Night. I know we covered a lot of, I don't want to say heavier topics, but like, religion's kind of up there with it. Not heavy, but like,
it's only heavy
more
if you
serious.
make it heavy.
Exactly. That's why we're wearing these hats. You can't take life too seriously when I got a spinny hat on. Just wearing a fuzzy bucket hat. Like, what more could you ask from us? Like, welcome to Girls Night. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to share with your friends. Leave us a comment. Like us up.
Subscribe.
Send it over. All right. We'll see you guys next week on Girls Night. Bye.
No, you're attached. You're going.